Welcome back. In this segment, we're going to be taking our virtual machine that we created and using Fdisk to partition the virtual machine. Partitioning a hard drive is a very important thing to understand. When you buy your PC, unfortunately, it's not partitioned. You have one big, large hard drive that's all dedicated to partition C, where your operating system resides. When you go to save files, your files go into that one big C, and if you have a problem with your operating system where you have to replace it because it becomes unstable, corrupted, or infected, you lose all your important files unless you can back them up. I always suggest to everyone that we create a second partition. On that second partition, we put files that we don't want to lose, and we also back up our primary partition with our operating system. So in case it does become infected or corrupted or unstable, we can reinstall it very quickly using the image. And it only takes a few minutes instead of a few hours because we have a image that is the original from our first installation. Saves a lot of time, a lot of work. Back here, welcome to MS-DOS. And we're at the A prompt, and go ahead and type in Fdisk. Fdisk. This is utility in MS-DOS for setting up partitions. Hit enter. We get this little, your computer has a disk larger than 512 megs. Anything larger than 512 megs looks like a large disk to MS-DOS. Do you want to go ahead and start this large disk support? Yes, I do. Otherwise, we would be limited to 2 gigs. Now, on our virtual machine, we created a 16 gig virtual machine, so we're going to partition that now. MS-DOS opens up. First, our current fixed disk is disk 1. If you had more than one hard drive, it would appear here as the number 2, 3, and so on. We have 4 selections. Create DOS partition or logical DOS drive. Number 2, set active partition. 3, delete partition or logical drive. 4, display partition information. I'm going to go ahead and put a 4 in here and press enter. Right now you can see our current fixed disk. Number 1 has no partition information. So click or push escape to go back to that last menu. And this time we're going to create a DOS partition or logical drive. And it defaults to 1, so we'll press enter. Now we have 3 more options. Create primary DOS partition, create extended DOS partition, or create logical. We're actually going to use all 3 of these, but we'll start with number 1. Create primary DOS partition. Press enter. It's going to do a little drive, verify drive integrity to just make sure that this drive is able to support partitioning. And it is. It's just a virtual drive or just a file. And it's almost done. Now, this is real important. It says, do you wish to use the maximum available size for a primary DOS partition? This is where you want to make sure you say no. Otherwise, you're stuck with one large partition, partition C, for the entire disk. So we're going to say no. Click enter. It's going to do one more drive integrity check here. It goes pretty quickly since this is just a virtual. Otherwise, it would take quite a while because it's actually checking the disk's integrity. Now it's complete, and we have 16,379 megabytes. Now I only want to use a portion of this, so I'm going to just type in 8,000 and press enter. Now I have a new partition, C. The status is still not active yet, so we have to do that. It's a primary DOS partition, and there's 8,001 megabytes or 8 gigabytes dedicated to this. About half of the size of the disk. No label yet. I'll be adding a label too. Press escape to continue. Next, we're going to go ahead and set this active. So I'm going to select number 2. Press enter. I only have one partition, so I'm going to put the 1 in here. Press enter. Now I have an A up here, so my status is active. This gives me a primary partition that's going to become bootable. Otherwise, your disk wouldn't be bootable if you didn't have anything set active. Now press escape one more time. Next, we're going to create a extended partition. So number 1 here again. Press enter. This time it's going to be an extended partition. So press 2. Enter. It's going to do a little verification again. Drive integrity. Make sure we can set this up without any problems. And it's complete. We're going to use the rest of this drive dedicated to this extended. Now, we could make this smaller and leave some unallocated space, but I'm going to go ahead and use the whole drive. Press enter. Now I have a second partition. It's an extended partition, and it's 8,378, a little bit larger, about 8.3 or 8.4 gigs, and it's about 51% of the drive. So that's pretty good so far. Now I'm going to go ahead and press escape, and it automatically knows that I'm going to need one logical drive because it says no logical drives defined yet. So let's do a little integrity check again. And I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this space for my one logical drive, drive D. Now, if I wanted to create a E partition, I could take half of this and dedicate it to the D, and then the other half to the E. Or I could even add more if I'd like to. I'm going to go ahead and take this and press enter. Now I have a logical drive, drive D, 8,378 megabytes in this extended partition. That's using 100% of this extended. Now press escape. Now I'm going to press the 4 because I want to look and see what I've done so far. And press enter. Now you'll see I have two partitions. Partition 1, set active, and it's my primary. And there's about 8 gigs dedicated towards it. And I have a second partition, extended, and it has the 8 gigs. Now it's going to say, do you want to see your logical drive? So go ahead and press enter. And we have one logical drive, drive D, in that extended partition. I'll go ahead and press escape. We're going to come completely out of this because we're finished. And